Some people prefer to be by themselves. Have you ever caught any of your friends reading a novel in the middle of a loud party? It is probably not their thing. Such people would rather be anywhere in the world than where there is so much noise. People who are like this are usually creative and smart. Are you one of them? In today's video, I'm going to share with you 9 personality traits of people who usually like to be alone. 1. They are usually loyal. Being the type to stay alone means a lot of things when dealing with people. One of them is the ability to think things through dispassionately. Therefore, when they make up their mind about things, it usually stays that way. People who are this way typically have principles they live by. It is very easy to get lost in the noise. The world is a big place with lots of things to try. People who are like this are usually not the type given to excessive drinking, drugs, and other vices. It is actually an admirable trait. It also indicates discipline and practice. You can't be loyal if you don't practice being loyal every day. The great thing about loyalty is that it makes you reliable, and people always want to work with reliable people. If you don't have friends who behave this way yet, perhaps you should find one. 2. They are reflective. Can you remember your first day in college? Or even your first college exam? These guys can. Being able to sit still all by yourself for hours on end daily does something to the mind. It gives the mind that freedom to ruminate to and fro and access memories from the past. Being reflective is not just for recollection, it is also for objective thinking. Reflective people tend to think things through. They don't make quick decisions and always look at different angles. Reflective people also tend to read a lot. If they don't, what would they reflect on? Since they are not so social, they get information and keep in touch with society through reading. Because of this habit, they pay attention to details. They are also not forgetful. Have you ever worked with a person like this? They typically take less time to finish tasks because they are more focused. They also think about the problems and give useful insights. They are never shallow and often possess a good opinion on a lot of things. This may not be liked by other people. However, because humans are primarily social animals, a person who likes to be alone is not so social, is he? 3. They have a high level of self-awareness. Self-awareness really means an understanding of oneself through introspection and honesty. People who like to be alone tend to have a lot of introspection. They are far more equipped with objective knowledge of themselves. This makes them more confident. They know they have to work hard, know their weaknesses, but chooses to extol their strength instead. You can hardly tell them something about themselves they don't already know. Being self-aware is a gift. It makes you immune to people's opinion about you. When you understand how you operate, what people say won't matter. The funny thing is that such people seldom are in the company of people who can chip away at their confidence. If you always feel low, try being alone for at least one day in a week. You'll be amazed at what will happen to you. When you spend time alone, you will resolve many mental struggles and start to think of other things. While you're having a cup of coffee, you might just think of an idea that brings about a significant innovative difference in how things are done in your area of interest. This is not possible with a lot of noise. This is perhaps why people who are this way are usually creative. 4. They value their time more than others. Time is everything. We can become successful or fail depending on how well we use the time we have. If you like to hang out with friends, even when you discuss nothing productive, people who like to be alone are more self-aware. They know what they want and what really matters. They respect their time and that of others. They don't take lightly to people not being punctual to meetings and tend to associate with people like them more than others. They have an idea of what they can accomplish with the time they have. When they are alone, they are either thinking about the things they are working on or reliving great memories. They know how much can be accomplished by just sleeping instead of binge watching movies on Netflix. They manage their time better because of high self-awareness. They may even know their temperaments in order to work more efficiently with others. 5. They are great listeners. Have you ever met someone you spoke to for the first time and couldn't stop talking to them? People who are always alone have this effect on people. They develop empathy by reflecting on many things that happen to others. They, therefore, try to be there for others as much as they can. They can make donations anonymously with a smile. They're a bit conservative though. If you meet someone like this, enjoy the moment. Most people are bad listeners. They just want to talk about themselves and your achievements. They may even interrupt you in the middle of sharing something personal to take a call. 6. They are bold. People who are like this spend time thinking about their fears. When you spend enough time on something, you will find a way. There is always a way. As time passes, you will start to rationalize your fear. You will realize that it didn't really make sense. Then, you will rise above it and become free. Have you met someone who takes on every task he is given without complaint, even if he has no idea how to go about it? Observe the person carefully. They spend a lot of time alone. If you do this, you will build your self-confidence through affirmation and self-awareness. They can take on a lot of things without the fear of failure. Many of them have made peace with failure. How about you? If you want to have meaningful conversations around real issues that people face, try talking to anyone like this. You will be amazed at the insights they can provide. They sometimes play scenarios in your head to see what it would look like. They are quite creative. This ability to imagine what a presentation can look like and the response can boost their confidence and help them take up bold activities other people wouldn't dream of. 7. They are comfortable in their own skin. People who are like this are usually very comfortable with themselves. They don't fuss over moles in their face, the color of their suit, or people staring at them from afar. In fact, they are content to keep them staring if it means they will leave him the hell alone. They can take a tea instead of regular soda if they prefer tea and work in the library if it is allowed. They know what they look like and are okay with it. Body shaming them won't work. They probably know more about their condition in detail than you do. 8. They are highly knowledgeable. They're usually like this because they read a lot. They read books on sciences and arts and admire beautiful things. They sometimes have curious hobbies like sitting in the garden to watch birds in a tree or taking a hike. But who knows? Maybe if you adopt a curious habit, you may spend some quality time alone since none of your friends would like to join in. Having a lot of knowledge about different things can make you stand out from your peers. Who knows? You may even get offers if you impress senior executives from other companies. 9. They value other people. People who like to stay alone value their friends a lot. They don't have that many. They also have mutual respect for people and generally don't have time to get involved. There's so many benefits to being alone. If you are alone a lot, you tend to have a more definite sense of purpose than if you don't. People who spend time alone are also more intentional about their pursuits and goals. They don't put off things they should do because they are not always in tune with popular social culture and trends. This makes them more focused most of the time.